That's my dad. I bet you're wondering how he got here. Byron Vane Peterson was born December 8th, 1958. He's always been wise beyond his years. You'll see here he exclaims, "Everybody dies someday anyways," after getting hit by a car when he was just a few years old. In his baby book, his mother writes about his level of intelligence, his kindness, his love of creation, drawing, Legos, and his little brother. And although he was a sweet and quiet child, he blossomed into a dashing young man with a fantastic haircut, and he became the life of the party. In high school, Byron made friends for life. His senior yearbook was full of well wishes, including this one by Kurt Rude, and then some not so well wishes. This one's by a guy named Zap, calling him a bunch of slurs and telling him that they're going to have so much fun at CC next year. The whole college thing didn't work out, so he enlisted in the Air Force. His time in the military was cut pretty short due to the fact that there's one thing he loved more than serving the country, and that was partying. There's not a lot of footage of these times, and that's probably for the best for everyone that was involved. But here's a story to have a little bit of insight on the things that they were doing.
We didn't know somebody was living there. We didn't know somebody was living there. Okay,
and
shot
it was
the
like
windows
all
out.
the windows, right?
Well, it wasn't just me. There was like 10 kids, and we shot all the windows out. I more than once threw smoke bombs into cars as they were going the other way. We threw a few firecrackers into cars going the other way.
I you'd go to jail for any of these things today.
I somehow got a fire extinguisher that you pump up with air. And we shot that into cars dragging around again.
You're so terrible.
Byron let these shenanigans go on for a couple years, and he was letting the good times roll, but things were about to change. In 1986, Byron found out that his wife was pregnant with his first child, Mary Elizabeth. He went full dad mode, coaching Little League, started up a new job, really got his life together. Byron and a couple of guys ramshackled together, started creating art, calling it the Walla Walla Foundry. It gave him a sense of purpose and something to be proud of. He really fell in love with the process. I found a scrapbook that my dad made in 1991 that he sent off to his mom for Christmas, documenting this process. I do send my apologies to the Anderson family if showing these images isn't really allowed. I mean, they are a couple decades old. It is a wonderful and thorough documentation of our history. To see the way that it started out and the way things used to be done. Here's a little taste of what it was like.
We had no air conditioning or heat. There were still windows. In the winter, we used propane heaters on 5-gallon tanks in front or standing next to us. I caught on fire from that once. Our face shields would frost up. In the summer, I would drench my shirt with water, my hair and my shirt with water, with the fan blowing on me to keep cool, effectively dyeing me green every day. I was always jealous of the wax room because they had to have an air conditioner so the waxes wouldn't melt.
Cue the montage. In just 5 years, Byron had accomplished all of that and more. And that first marriage I mentioned earlier, it didn't really work out. But little did he know, one of the best things was about to happen to him. He met my mom, Tammy. And although things weren't always perfect, they were always pretty interesting. And then the second best thing happened to my dad. They had me. And I could end the video here, but there was more.
And then 6 years later, the third best thing happened. Me.
Yeah, that's my younger sister, Kennedy. Our voices sound pretty similar, but you get it.
And then 8 years later, the fourth best thing happened. Me.
That's the youngest of us, Charlie. And things are going really good. Great, even. But you can't have all those good things and not have something happen. My mom died. And it was horrible for everyone. I just want to take this time to thank everyone at the Foundry who rallied together and fed our family for months after this happened. It really saved our family during some of the toughest times. But then he found Tana. And things started looking up again. They've been having fun ever since. She really saved my dad and plays a pivotal part in our family. A lot of things wouldn't be possible without her. We love you, Tana! Byron even met his long-lost brother and sister, Uncle Bobby and Aunt Diane. And the years rolled on, and Byron kept working and working and working and working. His routine stayed the same over 40 years. Up at 4 a.m., makes a pot of coffee, goes to work, makes another pot of coffee, work for a while, and then go on lunch break, work for a while, come back home, fall asleep on the floor. And even though Byron had this strict routine, he still found time to do all the things that he enjoys. We all know my dad loves fishing. He loves being on the water. I know a lake or a river hates to see us coming because we are going to tear it up. And although my dad did get hit by a car as a kid, not to mention countless car accidents over the years, nothing ever really deterred my dad's need for speed. He's really earned the title of Fatso Boy at hotmail.com. Byron is no stranger to letting his hair down. He has always been one to have fun first and then ask questions later. I think it goes without saying we appreciate our dad more than words could ever express. Aww. I always say that the best parts of me are the parts that I got from my dad. Except for my Flintstone feet. And if you thought Byron couldn't get any better, turns out he's also the best grandpa in the world. All right, here's another montage. Byron Vane Peterson, the man, the myth, the legend. A maestro of the chain binder and sledgehammer, and a surgeon with a welder and grinder.